talk about the game first, and then we'll talk about you. What was going on out there? These guys got to stay with you. This is the last place team who hasn't won a road conference game, and they almost slipped one by you.
They weren't going to slip on by us, but I think we came out really slow, very stagnant, and we don't play very well when that happens.
Do you think there's, do you think there's any, maybe, you never take things for granted, but do you think maybe you thought things would go a little bit easier for you all?
There could have been a little bit of that, and that's something that we have to clean up. We'll do that on Tuesday. Yeah.
It was senior night for the three of you. Was there any talk among you that this was not going to happen to us on senior day? You were going to let these guys run away with one here?
No, I have a lot of confidence in myself and my teammates, and there's not a doubt in my mind, even when we get down or it's a close game, that we're going to pull through. We just work really well under pressure, I think, as a team, and I just knew we were going to pull out on top.
You were here when Coach came, and you could have left. Why did you stay? You were going to reflect now as seniors. Why did you stay?
Well, basically, when we found out about the coaching switch, we all formed this little group message, and we were texting each other. And honestly, just like being able to talk to Lexi and Rachel, even though it's just text message, I could tell that those were the people that I wanted to be with for the 4 years that I was going to play here. So I made the decision to come here, not knowing what to expect, and I haven't regretted it since. So.
Lexi, talk about what it was like, when Coach Kelly came in, and then what it's been like getting to know her and her style, and then growing in her program over the last several years.
Coming in, we didn't know who was going to be here. And when they said Kelly Harper, I wasn't really sure who that was at first. And my dad goes, "Oh, that's Kelly Jolly. She's a 3-time national champion, And so that just made me more excited about coming back to this program and rebuilding it, being a part of something greater than ourselves. And, getting us back to that point, that's something that I've always wanted to be a part of. I stayed for that reason. And also, Jackie coming back, I knew that was a possibility. And, I knew a couple people before coming here that I was going to get to play with, and I wouldn't have traded it for the world.
Go ahead, Rachel, you can answer that.
Yeah, for me, I kind of said earlier this week, but it wasn't even so much about the old coaching staff not being here, but we have such an amazing university, and for me, the chance to get to represent a place like this with a great fan base, and have just such great teammates and people around me, an awesome coaching staff filled with great players, past players, it was just such an honor, and I just wanted to stay and represent this university.
What has the coach taught you about the approach to the game itself, and probably an approach to life? What has she taught you, life lessons?
Kind of like Lexi just said, it's so much bigger than ourselves. When we play, we're not just playing for the win at hand or for this conference. We're playing to represent our school, kind of like I just said. All the last players behind us who have just played their hearts out for this team, and to me, that's what it's about.
She always, expressed what people have done before us. Obviously, we live that every day, seeing Jackie here. And, that's a big thing. And then something that came from Pat Summit that passed through Kelly to us, discipline yourself so no one else has to. Yeah.
Onye, you gave your ball to Coach Burnett.
I did.
Was there a reason for that?
Well, it's Coach Burnett. And I was just like, honestly, I don't think there's a better person in this gym that I could give it to. So went over there, handed it to her, gave her a hug. She's amazing.
Any emotions on the floor or coming off the floor or being introduced?
Coming off the floor, yes.
I think before the game, it was just like, this is the last time we're going to walk out of this tunnel. That's hard. It is hard, especially when you want to keep playing here with such a great atmosphere. And, you'll never get that again. So it flies by. It really does.
Lexi, is it kind of soften the blow a little bit knowing that this isn't the end of the season? There's still a lot of work to be done. You play the 2 top teams in the conference on the road next week, trying to get some momentum going into the Valley tournament.
Oh yeah, we're ready. We're prepared. We do that every day. Our focus is where we were last year and what we world to do that again. I don't think anybody in the room would not want to do that. But you gotta take it one step at a time, and that's practice, every shot, every possession, and then to the next game, same thing. Just keep working until we get to that point, and we'll be satisfied.
I agree with that. I think a common pattern, like regardless of who we're playing, is Coach Kelly wants us to work on ourselves first. And if we are able to do what we're best at and everyone contributes what they're good at, we're gonna be successful. And I have full confidence in each and every player on the team.
You may have just answered my question, but I'd like at least the other two, and you may have something different. What is the one thing that you're taking from playing here, being at Missouri State? It's not the biggest school in the area that you could have gone to. What's the biggest thing that you're taking from being here?
I think for me, you can do anything you put your mind to. When we came in, we knew that the length of time that we were gonna be here, us three were gonna be trying to rebuild a program and helping people coming in after us rebuild the program. So, like Lexi said last year, doing what we did and just winning the conference tournament championship, we wanna keep that going. And I don't think that's something that we would have thought would have been possible the first year we came in. So, just believing in ourselves and knowing that every day you can improve and that it's bigger than us.
I think one thing I can take away from here is family, and that's not blood. Like our fans, our coaches, our teammates, everyone in Springfield, that's family, and we definitely feel it every single day. And we appreciate that. So family would be for me.
What would you share with a freshman or a freshman coming in for them to make the most of their opportunity?
I would say, honestly, don't take anything for granted because it all goes by so fast. Every single practice, every single early morning summer workout, even though no one wants to get up at 6 in the morning to run and lift, do not take it for granted because it goes so fast. And all those little details and everything that we do eventually helps us. And keeping that in mind will really help anyone who's starting off.
I would just say keep a level head. There's things that are outside of basketball that is gonna, challenge you. And inside those lines, absolutely nothing else matters. Just inside those lines, it's all about you and where your focus is, playing that game, and don't take anything for granted, ever.
For me, I think it's just every day's a new opportunity. Every minute's a new opportunity. Every time I step out on the court, or I go to a fan breakfast, or I meet a new fan, or I have one-on-one time with my teammates, those are all opportunities for me to grow as a person, me to network, me to communicate with others, me to bring more fans to this university. So, just every day, just live in the moment and just keep on growing.